Hello, team. So excited that so many of you are available right now to do this Zoom. It is Tuesday, March 24th, and today I thought we would go over the two main things that most of us are working on right now, which is if you want to get involved in the Project Sparkle, which is getting some earrings out to some of our frontline healthcare workers, as well as a big help and enhancement with your online shows. So as a quick announcement, I don't know if you saw this last night, but apparently a big shipment of the pinks came into the home office yesterday, so you can do another batch. What will be helpful is that I know the orders that I placed last week, everybody got them yesterday. So you can probably ask your VIPs to post a photo, and everybody that's going to kick themselves in the butt, instead of saying, oh, too bad, maybe you can get the next color, you can say, actually, they just got a shipment, so who would like to order one? And remember, these are $25 with a $40 purchase. People need to make that $40 purchase. So whether they want to do 2 pairs of earrings for your Project Sparkle and then get the bracelet for themselves, or whether they want to purchase something else that's $40-something for themselves, do not let people have this bracelet without the $40 purchase. It devalues it, and it's poor for your business, because remember, these are non. So if you make yourself the $40 purchase just for the sake of selling these $25 bracelets, your paycheck is whatever your percentage is of $40. So it devalues the bracelet if you let them have it. Also, if you enforce that the first time, and then the second time you just let people have it for $25, now you've aggravated everybody who spent the $40. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to do it next time. So stick strong with the rule, $40 purchase for $25. There may be other people that are not doing that. That's stupid. And don't pay attention to that, honestly. That is just poor business. Okay, so the Project Sparkle thing, you've probably seen 10 million posts about this, and I feel like it's the perfect example of an idea that another person takes the idea, and then another person takes the idea, and here it is. Because almost 2 weeks ago, Mary Grace did that Facebook Live where she talked about, wouldn't it be great to send out some gifts, and she had it super go-giverish, where it was, go through your earrings and see what you can send out to nurses. Then it became, wouldn't it be great to involve your VIP group somehow? And then all of a sudden it became, this big thing with images that Crystal made, and putting your Venmo out there and seeing how many people want to make a donation so that you can do more. So now all of a sudden it's like a thing. So if you want to do that Project Sparkle, every single one of you, if you haven't done that post on your main or VIP group, do it, because you have tons of nurses and healthcare workers right there in your VIP group. It's just a matter of picking some to be the main person. So I know I'm going to, I had a few make a comment. I'm going to see if each one of them would like to be in charge of being the person to actually distribute it. One of them is actually a nurse administrator at Nassau County Medical Center, so that's good for me. For a good contact for me, because she's not actually doing the nursing, but she can get it to those that are. Because I feel like somebody in the midst of actually doing the nursing does not have time to receive this package and be in charge. You need the person who works at the hospital who isn't admitting, or who's, you know what I mean, just removed enough. Or even the nurses in a different part. I saw a heartbreaking post from a nurse at Winthrop, and that's anybody on Long Island is familiar with Winthrop. So apparently there's a designation, and I can hardly say this without crying, but there's a designation between the clean nurses and the dirty nurses. So the clean nurses are the ones in the NICU and in maternity and in pediatrics. And the way that Winthrop is laid out is that there's a window in each section that's completely separate. And the nurses at Winthrop and on the clean side wrote, put like letters in the window that said, "We are praying for you," that the nurses on the COVID side can see, and they're seeing that, and they put letters in their window, "Thank you." They have no contact, obviously, but yet they all work at the same hospital. I'm sure they all are on the same salary, but this is just how hospitals work. So even if you have a contact on the side where they could receive it and then get it over to that side of the hospital, because I'm quite certain this is how all hospitals work. It's just that the physicality of it at Winthrop made it so obvious. So they've been sending over coffee and I mean, see what's going on in the hospitals in your area. I read also in our area that things are shutting down around hospitals. So like any nurse on earth, especially a night nurse, would be going and get a big, large coffee at the nearest Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and then report to work. Well, apparently around NYU Hospital, all of those things are shutting down. So now those nurses are bringing coffee pots and they're getting donations from like Salpino's in Wantaw, and I'm sorry that these words mean nothing to anybody who's not in New York, but just you can apply this to whatever applies to you. But Salpino's in Wantaw donated 25 pounds of coffee to NYU Hospital so that these girls and men and women actually can have coffee. So there's just a lot involved in this. So I really feel like to be a part of it is a big deal. Once you get this going, use all of the, there's great cubes out there. And I had somebody donate, she actually did like a $50 donation. And then I did the post, thank you, Melissa. She's in my VIP and she's a personal friend, so I put it in both. And she texted me the next day, "Hey, I didn't do that to get any recognition." I said, "No." I said, "If you're not comfortable, I'll take it down." I said, "But just so that you know, it's actually I said, it is to thank you, but it's also almost more to raise visibility." I said, "Almost every time I post one of those, I get another donation." And she said, "Oh, okay, fair enough." Great, I'm glad that helps. So in those, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, the resources for this are in many places now. If I'll show you what I put in my VIP group. Oh my God, where is everything? Okay. So if you already had started something on a smaller scale last week, this is how I kind of transitioned from, I was calling it something else, and then because everything else was marketed as Project Sparkle, I said I'm stepping it up and calling it Project Sparkle. This way, there's lots of ways that people can help, right? They can have their kids make cards that will go in with them. I forgot to add step 3, which I did do on my main page, which is to just click share on this post. My mom actually shared the post. I was like, oh boy, get involved. So, you know, I put my Venmo info on here, and I actually posted it on Sunday. I took a shower, and when I came out of the shower, I had $100 worth of Venmo and PayPal already sent to me. So there's more. As what I'm going to do to personalize this too, I have a ton of earrings here in the office. I'm going to take a photo. This is what I have so far. I have 30 pairs here. The goal is 50. You guys have donated this amount. And then to kind of do a countdown of the goal. Of course, I'm going to use the sale. I'm going to roll in as, you know, commission and stuff so that it's a kind of a break-even situation. And remember, break-even includes shipping costs, things like that. So don't feel like when you're in, you know, your income is definitely probably reduced right now. So don't feel like you have to take a loss on this, right? You can factor in those donations the cost of the shipping and everything else. So please you know, don't think that I'm trying to put you all out there at a loss. But here's all kinds of comments that I had. You can use some of your customers' real photos, you know, make it as personal as you can to get people on board. In the, where you can get the images, they're now just right here in the stylist community. So there are lots of great images that you can use. Also, I had specifically asked Crystal to make some images that didn't have so much ink, because the one that was great for including with the orders was all blue. We would have run out of ink in 5 minutes. So I'm going to reshare the ones that have a plain white background, and they print 4 to a page. So if you want to include this little, actually, I think I just have it from Crystal right in Messenger. Let me, so this to me is the perfect one to use. All that you're really, you know, this will print, I think there's one of these with 4 to a page. I'm going to find it. And if not, I'll just have one. But this way they print 4 to a page. You just cut them up, you include them with each piece, and you can sign it. You can include your business card, whatever you want to do. And then you can get these out the door. So I'm going to ask Crystal if this is 4 to a page somewhere. Any questions on any of that?
What bags are you using to bag everything?
Well, I have so many boxes that I'm probably just going to use boxes in each pair. That way I can put the note and the card inside of it. And then I'll just mail them whatever way, whatever normal way. Is that what you meant?
You mean boxes like Park Lane little boxes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you
Look,
can,
I've seen people put in like see-through bags and the card.
yeah, if you don't want to use up your boxes or you don't have enough, those are cheap and awesome. You can buy like 12 million of those. I swear I bought them for a sip and style. I bought those, hold on. Maybe I finally, oh no, these. Remember, I swear it had to be 2016. We did a Scott event that we made like a breast cancer theme.
Yes.
I bought these then, and I still have more. And I've used them for every Scott event since, for little gifts for my attendees. So they must be like 4 billion for $10, because I don't know how I still have so many of these things. But these are great because they will take up less room in the packing. You can put your card in here. You can put that printout in here. And you can mail a lot of them in a padded envelope. So you know what, Belinda? Thank you for saying that. I will be using these because I have a lot here.
I might have some also. I'll have to check now.
I feel like somehow these show up in everyone's office. Go through your drawers. You probably have them. But you could get them on Amazon really quick.
What happens when you come across a male nurse?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know that we have anything for them, but if anyone has an idea, if you wanted to maybe throw in some coffee, I suppose you could do that. That way it kind of covers everybody.
Or something like that.
Well, they can't get to Starbucks, right? So
I know. That's why I'm wondering if just putting, I don't know. Yeah, this unfortunately does exclude the men, but if anyone thinks of anything else, certainly let us know.
Should we put female nurses?
I mean, the majority
we get
are.
stuck with some guys, and then we're like, uh-oh.
I know. Well, better than not getting anybody. This will be the majority of them for sure. Any other thoughts, questions on that? All right, so the next thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and the leaders, we did a call on Sunday night so that all of the leader team would have a good handle on this before doing it with you guys on the Tuesday Lunch and Learn, which is of course right now. But we've really been taking time, and I certainly have been taking time to study up on how I can make my online parties better and easier to run so that we can do more of them. So when Sarah Clement did her live, one of her lives last week, she in the comments shared a great resource and some great tips from some of their team members who are very awesome at online shows. And one of the tips that they shared was to do your Facebook parties as groups instead of events. And as you've learned from running sales in your group, you can't pre-schedule posts in an event. You used to be able to, depending on how long you've been in the business, you may recall a time where you could do that using an outside service like Cinchshare. And then Facebook changed the rules and you can only pre-schedule posts in events. So it turned out that if you do your Facebook parties as events, you can still continue to do that and still continue to use Cinchshare. There are other services. I just chose Cinchshare because that's the one that was presented to me years ago. And you'll want to use Cinchshare now too, because now we have a team resource that you can use as well. So if you do your Facebook parties as groups, then you set up the group first, you invite your hostess, she then invites people, but then you can also send, I'm gonna show, wait, no, I didn't mean to change that. Let me go back to the screen share again. So this is my host for Wednesday. I sent her a message that says, hi Yvette, here's your Facebook party group. Please click here to join. And then told her to click invite and add her friends. And then I definitely recommend sending this message. So I sent her a message with the link in it, because remember that now people have to accept an invitation to a group. The good news is that Facebook still shows the posts to people that have been invited to a group before they accept. And I know this because I've been invited to a freakish amount of groups over the last couple of weeks, because I don't know why everyone on Long Island or in my life feels that I need to be added to some sort of COVID-19 Facebook group, which I totally do not. So I've declined each one, but I've seen the posts until I do. Even if they don't accept, they'll still see some posts, but I included the words for her so that all she had to do was copy this message. The Facebook group is in the message, and sure enough, here's her party group. I pinned it to the top of my Facebook so I don't have to look for it the whole time that we're doing this party. I was happy with that little idea. Ooh. But here's her group, and she has over almost 20 people in here now, which I thought was way better than her event that only had 5 RSVPs. So a group is definitely extremely effective. Now I'm in the midst of tons of posts already going on. And what I want to share with you now is, where are the posts coming from and how do you schedule them? So this is Cinchshare. Cinchshare is a system, is a website that you join, a service that you join, that you then can just schedule posts that you've already saved, or that you can create your own, of course. So these are the posts that are already going on in Yvette's group. You see how the Team Shine On is in here? This is because I also use Cinchshare for recurring posts in our team group. Now, this is reminding me that the Money Monday one, for example, would always come from here, and clearly it expired because that hasn't been posting. But I have all kinds of Facebook groups in here. I can also post to my Facebook business page from here as well. So you're saying, well, how does this help me? Where are the posts? Okay, so here are saved folders of posts. So this one is the one that Sarah had originally shared. So this version of this is the Sarah's group's Facebook party. Now, obviously, we don't want to use a different team's Facebook party. So I already changed all of these posts to be for me and our team as best I could to this point. So obviously so here's the first post, right? Now, you would, of course, edit this to be you. But this is me introducing myself and a photo of me. I clicked off that I wanted it to go into Yvette's party, and that already took place a few days ago. So all of these posts, some of these posts were fine just as they are, right? So Park Lane has jewelry pieces for everyone. What style are you? And it's showing the different kinds of styles. This is, of course, to increase engagement. There's days and days of style tips. Later in the show, we want to introduce them to some of our team members. I already uploaded a whole bunch of leader posts that you can use. Now, if anyone knows how to delete a post out of one of these folders, let me know, because I have Sue Hare in here twice because I did it with one photo and then realized she sent 2 photos. And when I did the 2 photo one, it made a second post instead of replacing the first one. So I can't figure out how to get the double out of here of Sue Hare. But you'll see here that there's really 3 posts that you should do to create interest in the business opportunity. So what I put in here is one, so that if you wanted to do one post where you're introducing me as your upline as one of the posts, you can. I obviously am not using this post because this is me introducing myself. That would be dumb this late in the party, right? But I put it in there for you guys if you wanted to use it. But you would choose 3 for any given party. But obviously we have way more contributors. We have way more than 3. What I was saying was choose ones that best meet the needs of your group. So for example, my hostess right now works in a school. So probably I will use Sue Hare's, who works in a school. I'll use Beth, who works in a school. And, I'll pick one more. But it's already in order of how you want to use it. So all of the bonus, like I put 3 up here in order. They were kind of in the order that they were presented, but here's a whole bunch more at the end that you can also choose from. So I'm just letting you know this so that you don't do 27,000 posts introducing every single member of the leader team. Like pick 3 for any given Facebook show. It also allows you to use these for other purposes, change it up, make sure that you're not doing the same posts every single party. So if you guys choose to open up a Cinchshare account, which I highly recommend because the first month is free, and then it's only $10 a month and you can cancel anytime. Or you can pay for the year and then it's $8 a month, because it's like $100 if you pay up front for the year, or $10 a month. So if you're not sure how you're gonna like it or use it, then just do the 10 a month, and you don't even have to start paying until after the first month anyway.
Michelle,
yes.
I just signed up for it the other day after our call, and it's the first 14 days is free.
Oh, okay. for 14 days. Thank you. I thought it was month, but okay. So what we're gonna do is, this is the Michelle version, right? So what I'm gonna do is share with you guys this folder so that when you open up your Cinchshare, let's say, so you would have this show up. This whole folder will show up in your Cinchshare. So what you're going to do at that point is make a new folder. So hold on. Michelle's online party. I have to move you guys out of the way here. Hold on. Usually you guys are on the side, and for some reason you're along the bottom. So what you can do is click off every single one of these if you want, or you can do them one at a time. I did them one at a time so that I could edit each one as I put it in. But this is what you would do. So let's say you want to use this first post, right? So you're going to open up this party. You're going to click this. All right, you will edit this to be you, and then new folder. So let's say we call it Team Shine on Party. Okay. So I want to save it to Team Shine on Party. Click here. Hit save. Would you like to return to manage posts? Yes. So now that's this folder. This would now be your folder. So you can call it Belinda's Party, Summer's Party, whatever. So right now this is now called the Team Shine on one. So now go back to the original that you're working from. Here's post 2. Is there anything about this I want to change? You really should go through and see, does this sound like something I would say? Does this look like the way that I would type it? If you see there's emojis you've never used or find weird looking, change them. If you would never use this many caps, if you're not a fan of multiple exclamation points, that's one of the things that I do not like. I do not like 10,000 exclamation points. So when anyone else types something that I like, but it has 42 exclamation points, I delete all of those because anybody would know that is not how Michelle types. If you know that it's going to be 5 days and you want to specify that it's 5 days, then change the words next few days to next 5 days so that people know how long it would be. Anything that you would do. Drop an emoji below. If that does not sound like a word phrase that you would ever use, you can write comment below with your name and let us know. Maybe you want to know how they know the hostess. So you would rather write comment below with your name and how you know our hostess. So edit it to sound like you. Move it into the Team Shine On Party and hit save. Okay, and go back to the original source. So that when this is over, you're completely set with an entire party that's ready to go. And all you have to do is the actual scheduling. So let's say I am ready to use this post in a party. I open this up, and let's say my party is, actually I really do have to do, I saved a few posts for this purpose. So what I'm posting in is Yvette's Quarantini Jewelry Party. I haven't done any of the business opportunity posts yet. So let me go to my folder. I go to Michelle's online party, and the last, I think I left off with this. Today I'm going to highlight a few of our team members. So let's say I want to use Tamika. All right, I'm going to post this in Yvette's party. The live is Wednesday. So what this is showing me is all the posts that are set to go for Yvette's party. So it looks like I already scheduled Phyllis for 10 in the morning on the 26th, which is Thursday. So I'm going to make Tamika 12 o'clock. So I want her to go up 2 hours later. 12 o'clock on the 26th, 12 p.m. on the 26th. If I wanted it to go into the team page, I could click that as well. I could click that instead. But here I'm going to do Yvette's party. And then all I have to do is hit schedule post. And now it told me success. Yes, I would like to go to manage posts. Okay, so let's say, okay, let me also feature, these girls are mostly teachers. Let me use Beth. Okay, so I'm gonna have Beth be the post that goes up at 3 o'clock. So I pick the time. I pick the day. It's still clicked off to go in Yvette's, and all I have to hit is schedule. And then I just continue on from there.
Are you just scheduling pictures? Are you typing anything with the picture?
All those words that were here are all set.
Okay.
So if you go back to which post I used, I had just chosen Beth's. These are the words in the post, and that's the photo. Now, if Beth had sent 2 pictures, to do the picture, you just click choose file, and it's gonna bring up whatever picture you saved. So I had gone through and saved all the pictures that you guys had sent me, you guys had put up in that post. So I chose Beth, but if Beth had chosen 2 pictures, had given me 2 pictures, see how this is plus and the photo? Then you can choose multiple pictures. So I would have chosen, like Summer did 2, Summer Family and Summer Family 2. If I chose both of them, then both of those would load. But I didn't need to do that. Beth gave 1, so I just did the 1, hit update post. Now, this second one here is where you actually upload the groups, because you have to connect Cinchshare to your Facebook. So what you do is you make your group, and then you come here and you click refresh, and any new group that you added will be here. So if I had made any new group, like when I first set up Yvette's party, then I had to set up the group, come here and hit refresh. And now in addition to all these groups, Yvette showed up. You click the black heart if it's the one that you want to work on. And if you want it to be pre-checked, because you're going to do all those posts in a row and you don't want to click off that you want it to go in that group every single time, then just click this. If not, you can just leave that one alone. But the black heart is what will make it show up here. Now, a lot of this is just, you know, when you start using it, you'll understand it. So you just kind of have to open the account. But I'm going to post a link to this team folder. When you click that, it shows up right in your Cinchshare like magic. That's a new feature that we had never had before. So I learned that part the same way you're about to learn it. Let me click here and see what happens. And then when I came into my Cinchshare, all of a sudden, like magic, it was this one was sitting right there. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited right now. What I would love to do, and I'm going to do some posts today. I love these posts. This is a series of before and after. I would love more of your guys' photos to be here. This is Lisa Anita, who's actually on our Mary Grace team. But like, you know, if you're home and you have some time and you know, or you have some pictures that are really nice after, put the same top back on and take a before photo. Because I would love for this to be a little more, like here's a nice full body one. Wait, wrong post. See how, you know, like I'll be like, these are just all white girls. So let's get some more diversity in these photos. In terms of age, in terms of race, everything. I would like a little more diversity in these photos. So if everybody, you know, if you did your hair today or you look decent enough, do a few before and after photos. I was hoping Jeanette would be on. She has, I think she might even have some. But these are all things that I would love to update more. But some of these are, you know, perfectly fun and funny the way this is, you know. Like this one is pretty funny. Today's the day, be sure you don't want to miss a thing. And then Marie Barone, I love Everybody Loves Raymond. But like, you know, I would love to get more, you know, more of our photos built into this. But I started with at least having us as all of these, and then you have a selection to choose from. So I know that's a lot to digest at once, but does anyone have a question? Are you guys excited about this though? I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna ask that again when I can see your faces. Is everyone excited about this?
I am.
Yes, so excited.
Honestly, I can't even begin to emphasize to you how many bajillion hours of work this saved. Because the fact that Sarah shared their groups saved me a ton of time. And then that each leader gave an overview that I could then upload. And then I did all of that and I edited a bunch of stuff. I saved you now a bunch of time. And now all you have to do is make the first post be you. And then just edit each screen to sound like you. That is 9 million hours of work saved. And all you have to do the first one is post it on your main page or in your VIP group. Hey, I'm so excited to debut my new and improved online party experience. If you would like to be the first to see my new style session, my new online style session, comment here and I'm going to add you to the special, you know, launch group. I'm going to give everybody who participates, there's going to be raffles and giveaways and everything so that you can run this for the first time. And it's 3 days of posts. The live is on the night of day 3, and then 2 days of follow-up posts to finish up the orders. So you just plan out the posts. You may be like, this is too many posts. I'm going to not use this one, that one. This one seems repetitive. You know, make it your own in every way. And just do it. And then you do a live the same way you've always done a Facebook Live. If you've ever done any Facebook Lives that feature the jewelry and the shopping and everything. And then go ahead and get some bookings for another one.
So Michelle, are you doing them as Facebook Lives? You're not doing them as Zooms?
I'm going to try it as a Facebook Live. It seems smoother with this. So I'm going to do that. Could you do then a Zoom? Of course you can. So if you had good luck with the Zoom and you want to incorporate that, of course, have at it. Okay, I see a couple of comments here. If you like and join the Cinchshare Facebook page, they're having a training on how to use it tonight at 9. I think they do that a lot. So I also did post on the Shine On page a link that Cinchshare gave me to share with you guys. I'm not sure if there may be some benefits to you as well for choosing that link, but if you go from there, it'll definitely take you to like our group's Cinchshare link. And what I'm going to do is upload, I'm going to make a folder that's called Team Shine On Facebook Party. And then that's the link that I'll share for everybody to upload into their own Cinchshare. Does that sound good?
Right.
Yes.
All right, awesome. So go back to Shine On, click that Cinchshare link if you do not have a Cinchshare yet. There's no cost to you to click that link and get it started, so definitely take that step. And there's just a matter of futzing around with it. There's lots of instructional videos that they include, but you'll be surprised. It's just like, let me click the link. Oh, okay, my folder is automatically there. You know, you just kind of have to do it. Just like when you get an app, you know, and it's like, things used to come with instruction manuals, and now you just kind of click stuff until you figure it out. That's kind of how this is. But that, like Jennifer pointed out, there's a Facebook group, and there's tons of instructional videos that will help. And of course, we'll answer your questions as well. Most of the leaders are already using it, so somebody will be able to help you. All right, off we go. Make it a great week. Stay busy. Get some Project Sparkle out there, and I will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.